So apparently Google just launched their new banana that is making all the other image models look nano in front of it. So in this video we are going to take a look at the latest image gen model by Google that is called the Nano banana. And we are not only going to take a look as a creative but also someone who just wants to have some fun. So without any further delays, let's just get started. Now apparently the whole internet is talking about how it is the best image model for like editing the images, not for actually like image gen, because to be honest we already have a couple of pretty good image gen models. We only needed some image editing to replace like Photoshop and whatnot. Just look at the first example. So first of all, I took this image from Pinterest and put it inside like Google Nano banana. So there are two places where you can actually use this model. So first one is the basically Google Gemini, but when I opened Gemini yesterday, it was completely broke down. I don't know what happened, but yeah, so I had to go to the Google AI Studio. So that is apparently the second place where you can access this with banana thing. So yeah, the first image I put in this chocolate. As you can see, the chocolate is dripping up on a cake or anything, and I set it and to simply replace this with this whey protein. Apparently my whole kitchen is filled with this. So I mean, just look at the image. If I show you like really zoomed in, you can see the details that it has preserved. If you look side by side to the both images, you can see how much detail it has given. So we are doing something like the same thing that we did when the ChatGPT image gen model came out, and everyone was making Ghiblis out of it. Product photography is like literally where you can give a get a taste of the model. So as you can see, it is literally identical. I mean, the drop of the whole chocolate, both are really good, except that it has been replaced with this whey protein. Now the limitation that we faced with ChatGPT was that in every image there was something different. So the character consistency is what they call it, apparently was not there. Either the image gets darker or the color changes, or the whole product slightly changes. But in this, as you can see, the label is exactly the same as the real product. Now the next thing, which is like another superpower of this model, is that it can change the whole perspective of the image. So if you give it an image and tell it to give me the view from the above looking down at the whey protein, it will give you this. Again, as you can see, the consistency, I mean the drip at the chocolate, the whey protein, as you can see, it's like you have a 3D scene inside Blender if you use Blender or any 3D software, and you can just rotate your camera just by prompting. It's that powerful. And the most important part, everything stays the same. Nothing literally changes. There was a second thing. Now I also wanted to rotate the thing or rotate my camera to the right side or the left side, and it gave me this. Again, I would say that label is kind of repeated because this is not the behind the tub of the whey protein, but still, if you look at the consistency, the chocolate drip, the protein, the tub, the drip from above, every single drop stays the same exactly. I don't know what even to say, man, but yeah, it's pretty goddamn good at what it does. Now the next idea that I have was to dip this tub inside a chocolate pool. So it gave me this. As you can see, again the label stays 100%. I would say 99.9% because it struggles with the small text and all, but 99.9% the same thing. As you can see, it seems like it is dropping inside this chocolate pool, and look at the reflection, man. I'm saying you, if you did this in 3D software, you know the pain. By the way, before moving forward, I really just wanted to say that after getting a lot of messages and a lot of requests, I'm finally creating the signature edits program, which is like my editing program. The waitlist for it is out. You can join the waitlist if you want to get all the bonuses. And yeah, if you want to learn video editing like this, and join the waitlist from the first link in the description, and let's just move on. Now the next thing that I wanted to do was make it seem like the whey protein is coming out of the chocolate pool, so a lot of chocolate is still dripping down, and it gave me this. This is not the thing that I wanted, but still, as you can see, the consistency of the image and the chocolate drips on it and the splash, which are not wanted but still looks cool, pretty cool. Now, as I've said, this is like really great at editing the images. So I just said it to remove the splash at the bottom of the whey protein, and it did just that. Would you look at it? I mean, look at the bottom here and look at this image here. I mean, except for the splash, everything just stays the same. Imagine how much would you really struggle with this in a Photoshop or in Blender. Now the third or fourth thing, I forgot the numbering, but yeah, I really wanted to do the thing that I wanted, so I re-prompted it. Half submerge the whey protein so it looks like it is coming out of the chocolate pool with a lot of chocolate dripping over it. And finally it gave me this. This is exactly what I had in my mind. So yeah, as you can see again, even the label, which is the seal, is still in there. So as you can see, man, crazy thing. Now one more thing that I wanted to do was to get the top sort of this inside, half submerged into a chocolate pool, but apparently it failed, as you can see. But still, this image looks good. I would say it's not the best, but this is what you get. Now moving on to the next image. So I also have Midjourney subscription, so why waste it? So I also generated these two images from Midjourney. Their prompts are there, you can see. So apparently, as I've said, it is not I would say not the best in the image generation thing, but it is quite literally the best in the image editing thing. So basically what I did was created this image in Midjourney and gave this prompt without uploading the image of the Monster Energy can. I just really wanted to see if it knows, knows the internet, and will it be able to get the Monster can perfectly without the image, and it did pretty well. I also asked you to add some lightning to the Monster can, which apparently failed during the Midjourney. Midjourney actually failed to add this lightning thing, and apparently it also did that. But then I was like, I don't like the electric lightning on the top of the can. It looks weird. So I said it to remove it, and it removed it. And then I said to remove the all electric things, and it removed it. As you can see, this was the final image that we got. Pretty mind-blowing. Now, lastly, what I wanted to do was use all of my subscription power and create an image. Pretty crazy idea, as you can see. So the first thing that I did was generated this image from Midjourney. Took me some 1-2 tries, and then I went to ChatGPT and prompted this: create a product label design for a face wash. The name of the face wash should be lava in red colors, and you can write the rest of the copy as you want, because I am lazy and I want the background label to be white. And it gave me this, as you can see, pretty good image to be used. And then I uploaded the image from Midjourney and this label image, and when it gave me that image, I'm telling you, I was like, this is the image. I mean, what would you say? This is literally violation for any 3D artist or any product photographer also, because man, this is something else. The reason why I'm telling you about 3D artists is because this thing, wrapping around the thing and modeling the bottle and scene creation, and it takes, I would say it would literally take 3 hours at minimum, and this is done literally in, I would say, 5 minutes. The whole process. Midjourney took me 2-3 minutes. ChatGPT was able to done it in the first try, and I applied it, and Google took me 30 seconds. I mean, look at the wrapping, look at the shadows, look at the highlights. It's still there, except it has applied the whole label. That was the whole thing was created with AI, or the whole thing is fake apparently. This is the actual power, and it doesn't stop here. Let me show you what else you can do. So I went to Instagram and took this photo. This is, by the way, from drex.design. It is really great guy. It posts really great stuff similar to this, and he creates this images from ChatGPT. And yeah, I took the whole image, fed into Nano Banana, and I said create an image in a similar style with the prompt, and it gave me this. And apparently it is really good at copying the font of the any other image and literally write something completely new out of it. So as you can see, this was the final image that it like put out. By the way, the quote thing, it is also by ChatGPT. So the whole thing was generated by AI. So yeah, that is about the thing that you can create with it. Go with this image also, and edit it in Canva and Photoshop if you want. But if you are like really lazy and you don't want to do anything, then you can also do the thing here also. You like complete your whole process. That is really mind-blowing again. And now we are going to look at some of the fun examples that you can do with it. I was also, I saw some of the examples and Twitter, and by the way, I also created some of these examples. As you can see, I just couldn't get enough of this. So let's just see what you can do with you can literally tell it to change the season of any image, because this was the original image of this car, BMW in like something, I don't know what season is this, but yeah, I told it to change it to winter. And I mean, this is not even possible in Photoshop. Like, if you have to be a like top-notch artist, a Photoshop expert to do this. Now the next thing that I did was one more thing that it is really good at is removing the object or removing anything. I mean to say, I'm really good at, because we already have this on my on Samsung AI erase tool and all that, but this is literally the best. As you can see, this was the image that I gave it. By the way, it was taken from my iPhone, and this is a real image. As you can see, the accuracy, as you can see, the clouds and all that, because if you have ever used any of the other AI erase tools, there is something weird about the part that has been erased, which looks kind of weird. But this completely looks natural and completely looks like nothing was there, literally. Now the next thing that I wanted to do was, again, these all are the thing that I saw on Twitter and YouTube, because apparently the whole internet is talking about this stuff. So I gave it my image and told it to swap the glasses to a sunglass. Perfectly done, without any mistakes, or without any things to left to say that this is AI generated. Now the next thing that I wanted to do was, I said it to swap my smartwatch to a Rolex. I mean, it's good for manifestation, I would say. So yeah, it's literally crazy. It doesn't touch anything on the image and just does what you say it to do, or like edits seamlessly. Now finally, the last thing that I wanted to do was to take a selfie with one of my favorite actors, and I wouldn't even say anything. Just look at this image. I mean, let me just know what you think about all of this, and where are we going? Are we only replacing humans, or are we just creating something cool, or are we doing both? Or are we doing nothing? So yeah, comment down your thoughts in the comment section. And I personally think that it is a really great tool for editing your image, and it is not a great tool for social media and thing, because we would definitely see some weird stuff going on. And I mean, literally, this is the worst model, because this was like launched a week ago and it is only going to get better. So slowly, we won't be able to tell if a guy really has a Rolex or not, if a guy really has a Porsche or not, and whatnot. We would obviously also see the creative things, but we would also see weird things. So be ready for that, because it is not stopping. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep creating.